Hello friends, this is Rajiv Khurana, founder retyrement.com, and we have a fabulous person to meet you today. He's Dr. Charles M. Savage. He's an international management guru. He has a fabulous interest in India. He reads a lot of Indian scriptures. He's fascinated with the Indian way of life, and I would definitely say he's half Indian today. I would like to ask him something on your behalf. Dr. Charles, generally in India, people retire at the age of 58 to 60. You are looking very young, agile, active. But friends, let me tell you, he's 77. So we'd like to know the secret behind keeping yourself so busy and active at this young age.
Thank you. Excellent. First of all, thank you very much for addressing this very important need in society, because the industrial era convinced us that at age 55, 60, 65, we should stop working, stop living in essence. And yet we say this is the startup age. Therefore, it's not only companies that need to start up, we need to start afresh our lives. And that's what you're trying to inspire in people, that they help one another find new interests, ideas, and expressions that they never thought possible before.
Charles, are you an exception? Or do people generally in Europe and US actually look forward to playing a very active second inning of their life?
I think we're in a transition as we go from the industrial era to the digital era, the sustainable era, and perhaps the wise era. Because the population is aging, and we're not only going to solve the problem by putting robots in nursing homes to maintain people, it's our chance to come alive. And I'll tell you a little story. I love the story of Nachiketa.
Okay.
And Nachiketa wanted to understand life, and he was discussing this with Yama. And he said, does the Supreme show himself as a reflection, or does he shine? And I thought of this for the most part. When I teach, do I see my students as moons that reflect back my brilliance, or do I see them as suns full of insights that can be shared?
Wonderful.
And what I did is I said, I put them in touch, and they now light one another up. How could you in your community, our community, create conversations where people light up?
Wonderful. And it'll be combination of moon and sun and always.
That's right.
Now the question is, what kind of a message would you like to have our audience to have from you in terms of retiring themselves?
Okay.
Especially, when they are crossing or roving around the age group of 55 plus.
That's right. You can say it in English, but you can't say it in German, which I also speak. That retirement means putting on a new set of tires on your Porsche and continuing down the Autobahn of life at top speed.
Sure.
Curious, reflective, wondering, and somehow tasting the wonderful dimensions of life that's always been there, but we were too busy and stressed out to ever notice.
Wonderful. So what basically as an individual drives you, and what do you want to do in the next coming few years?
What I've realized is that when I go beyond my five senses and begin to sense the flow of life itself, it's almost like rediscovering the flow of the missing Saraswati River. That life flows through you and me, and if I can feel the energy of that flow of life, then being curious, wondering, sharing, asking is just a wonderful gift.
Wonderful.
No matter how old we are.
Wonderful, Charles. Thank you so much. So what Charles is trying to say is, don't become a couch potato before the television. Don't move around the mouse in front of the computer or play with your cell phone. Go out, connect with people, give something back to society, do something new for yourself, and keep discovering yourself. Because retirement is nothing but all about re-engaging any age, any stage.
Beautiful.